Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm Tyler Matheson. Susie Garib is off tonight. Another historic high on Wall Street to tell you about, with the S&P 500 ending at a new all-time closing high. The number, 1987. That was the year of the crash, ironically. Thanks to some solid earnings from Apple and Microsoft out late yesterday, and a big boost today from the biotech sector. Take a look, maybe an envious look, at shares of a company called Puma Biotechnology. The stock gained roughly 300%. That's a quadruple on positive results of an experimental breast cancer drug in a late-stage trial. Biogen Idec, another big gainer, saw shares climb 11% on surging sales of its new multiple sclerosis treatment. Meg Terrell has more now on this big day in biotech, what's behind the numbers at Puma and Biogen, and what investors can look forward to.
Biotech stocks are known for their volatility. Big risk, big reward. Today was no exception. Puma Biotech soared on results of a late-stage study of its drug for breast cancer. In a trial of more than 2,000 patients, the medicine, called neratinib, helped people live for 33% longer without their disease progressing compared with placebo. The drug was tested in a type of breast cancer known as HER2 positive, referring to a specific genetic mutation. Puma said it will apply for regulatory approval in the first half of next year. The drug could bring in more than $4 billion in annual revenue, according to estimates from Citi analyst Jeroen Werber. The results may also make Puma a likelier acquisition target, analysts said. CEO Alan Auerbach is already known for his deal-making. He sold his last company, Cougar Biotech, to Johnson & Johnson for $1 billion in 2009. It was also a blowout day for drug maker Biogen Idec. The company topped analyst estimates for second quarter results and raised its full-year guidance on the performance of its multiple sclerosis drugs.
We had a great quarter. Revenues are up 40% and EPS up 52% versus Q2 of last year. And it was really driven by the base MS business. Tecfidera, our new oral drug, has continued to perform well in the U.S. It's been launched in Europe now.
Biogen also received some good news just minutes before its earnings conference call began. Its newest multiple sclerosis drug, Plegridy, was just approved in Europe. Dr. Scangos also weighed in on the issue of corporate inversions, or the recent frenzy in deal-making for tax purposes. He said that while Biogen wouldn't consider such a deal solely for tax reasons, something does need to change.
Foreign companies can afford to pay more than American companies can for an equivalent set of assets. That disadvantages American companies, and the way to stop the inversions is to reform the tax code. And that means we need a corporate tax rate that's competitive with the rest of the developed world.
Investors will next look to Biogen's pipeline, with data expected to be reported later this year and early next on several important programs. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Meg Terrell in Boston.
Well, another well-known biotech, Gilead Sciences, reporting blowout earnings after the bell. Adjusted profits of $2.36 a share easily beat second quarter Wall Street forecasts. Revenue also easily topped estimates, led by sales of Sovaldi, the hepatitis C drug introduced just last year. It's already been used to treat 80,000 people. Sales of Sovaldi alone last quarter hit $3.5 billion. Shares of Gilead rose initially and then pulled back in after-hours trading.